toughest things to do in all of college football is win on the road. When you're a ranked team going into a hostile environment, these fans are ready to knock them off course. Welcome to Husky Stadium, home of the Washington Huskies. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the Northwestern Wildcats. Washington likely to try to boot it deep to get things started. The returner will field it and try to do some business. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. So Northwestern's offense going to get the chance to start this game off. And we've been really eager to see this matchup, this quarterback against an elite defense. Jesse, what does a quarterback have to keep in mind when you face a group like this?
Well, he's just going to have to be dialed in. He's had a lot of success this year so far. This is a different animal, this defense he's playing. He's got to be really good with his decision-making, throwing it, running it, pre-snap, post-snap. You make one mistake against this defense, David, they make you pay.
Yeah, they're a fun defense to watch, and this is a fun challenge for their defense, too, because it's an elite quarterback, right? Like, they can make you look like you're not as good as you've been all season long, so I'm looking forward to seeing this matchup and who wins it.
They challenge this crowd to bring the energy, and I'd say they're doing that. Wants to throw on first down. The screen, he's got wheels. And he's able to shed one tackle and gets a pretty good pickup.
Man, this guy is so dynamic, and that's why you want to try to get him the ball as many ways as you can. That time it's a screen throw, and he had some nice blocks downfield, but with his speed and elusive running ability, this dude is dangerous.
This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Rolling right and going deep. It's caught. How about this senior picking up some yardage and making a nice play on that one? And how about taking a big chunk out of this defense on the opening drive?
And with the speed they have on the perimeter, Reese, no doubt. They want to come out here and test this secondary, test these DBs, and they know they've got the QB with the arm talent to get the ball there. That's a great start for this offense.
They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down. Northwestern comes to the line with a fresh set of downs. Pulls it in. It's Thomas.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most time in those slot positions.
Now on second down. Quarterback, quick pass to the receiver. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down.
And I love right out of the gate, this offense is going to be creative, and they're going to try to get their best players the football out in the open field. You saw it right there.
This crowd rising up, sensing that its defense needs some help. Running the red zone, it's Burns. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. The noise level is relentless here on second down. Quick completion to the right. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats.
It's so nice as a quarterback when it's not just your receivers that are dangerous after the catch. How about the yak ability by this tight end? He's a guy that can stretch the field. He can make DBs miss, and he's got speed. He's a generational talent. He's really helping out this offense.
And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Huskies offense will go to work for the first time. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David, up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today, protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Rides the back on the option, the give. Not a lot of daylight, he gets one to the 32. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The give to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down. The Huskies will be forced to boot it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. They'll get him down at the 21-yard line. The coverage team able to stop him right there. The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Turning it on! And it's a first down. They'll mark it at the 44.
Well, that's why this running game can be so dynamic. This guy is special when he has the football in his hands. He can make people miss, he can run with power, and he also has speed. You saw it on that last play.
They're going to ride this running back. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there to force the TFL.
And the Wildcats trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Might be calling a hot route. Motion from the wideout. 2nd down, he'll throw it. Now he's going to break the pocket. Got his man on the right. And he's dragged down.
And that's why this QB's speed is such an asset. He can use it to his advantage, buy himself time to make a nice throw down the field.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? Just going to keep it after the snap. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
I'm not sure what the quarterback saw on that one, but that was a very quick decision to take off and run with it to try to get his offense some positive yards.
Fires on the move. It's caught downfield. Brings him down at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a first down for this offense. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one, and let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. So first down here as they go back to work. On the move, it's Burns. A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Yeah, and it's a nice decision by the quarterback when you run these RPOs. Man, if you can give it to him and you can get such positive yards like that, continue to do it. Make that defense react a different way, then I'll throw the football.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Out of the shotgun on 3rd down. Quickly complete. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding.
I'll tell you, I just don't like throwing wide receiver screens against press man coverage. Receivers are not great blockers, and they just couldn't get it done there, and as a result, the offense actually loses it.
Might be changing the route. They just keep firing, buying some time. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. It's complete. They've got it down to the 3-yard line. Really well done on that throw and catch.
Get the completion, and now you set up a manageable third down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats!
This is a guy that put a lot of pressure on himself coming in this season. He felt like he was ready to have a breakout year. He knew he had all the tools in the toolbox to be able to get it done, and he's showing it. That's his 10th rushing touchdown on the season.
Out of the end zone. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of...
And the heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. And so far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They'll snap this one from the 32. It's first down. Makes the grab. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. And the Huskies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Just can't pull the trigger, and the quarterback is sacked at the 41.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster, and not keep getting their quarterback hit.
And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
Well, for this defense, finally, you're seeing pressure on the quarterback. They're outside the top 50 in sacks per game. They've been waiting to find some more consistent pressure to help them win games, and they're getting it in this game now. 3 sacks on the day. They're just simply winning and doing a better job executing.
Trying to beat the D deep. Makes the catch at the 20. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20.
I know this isn't the start the offense wanted. They don't have any points so far in this game, but sometimes it just takes one explosive play to turn things around. And after that beautiful completion deep for the offense, that should give them a little confidence, a little momentum. They've now got us to be able to score points on this drive.
And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Back to pass. It just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
And the defense, they've got him at the 27.
And the defense just gets their 4th sack of the day. And guess what? This offensive line, they gave up 4 last week, too. So you need some consistency up front. Make sure you protect that QB that can make those big plays for you.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. Now the lead is down to 11. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
ACC action, fellas, and all week there's been intrigue about this one. NC State has the lead right now. This team can really open up the playbook at times, but I'm not sure this game is over just yet. They're up by a field goal over Virginia Tech. Any big changes in this ACC clash, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business. Gentlemen?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
Complete downfield. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple first downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Looking to throw on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
So now it's second and long. Wide receiver comes in motion. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. They're snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
Lost to throw it. Pressure coming. Picked off. He'll go down right there, but what a big play to come up with that turnover.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
The RPO, it's complete. Breaks into the open. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Huskies.
That's exactly what this offense needed to do. You talk about answering at the right time, right before the half, close this gap, create some momentum, go into the half, put something together, try to come out with your hair on fire and win this second half.
On the move from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. Here he goes breaking the pocket. Makes the catch down the right side. Across the 50 and knocked out of bounds at the 48. An explosive play gets this offense working. They were backed up, and then suddenly they weren't. They've got it first and 10 now inside the 50. Dances away from the pressure, going to his left. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. They get him down, but this offense is set up first and goal from the 9.
And that had to be a coverage bust on defense. There is no rhyme or reason why a receiver should be that wide open, that deep down the field. Defense, they better check themselves.
Motion from the wide receiver. Wants to go up top. Quickly to the flat, the wide receiver screen. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
We're trying to throw the screen out to the receiver. The defense, though, having none of that. They are just too physical. They're too fast. They force a negative play.
Wants to adjust the pattern. Looking downfield very late in the half. He's got it on the move. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. They'll immediately call timeout. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. They'll try to pass it in on 3rd and goal. Grab behind the line. It's Burns. And the defense doesn't let him get loose, and that's going to wrap things up here in the half. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in Seattle for an interesting first half than you? And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today.
And he hauls it in, and everybody's on the edge of their seats. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. I imagine we'll see them go right back to work up top after how productive that passing game was in the first half.
And it's interesting. If I'm the defense and I've got the lead, they've had success throwing the football, but we're winning. I don't know that this defense changes too much of what they've done in the first half.
I think they got to do a better job with pass rush. They might want to change their coverages as well because they're probably at this point expecting this offense to have to keep throwing, considering they did have success in the first half.
Nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat, I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Got him downfield. So important to convert these third downs, and they get it done. They'll have it at the 42. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Huskies with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Good timing on the quick out. Slips a tackle, and he's got room. Hits the accelerator to the right. Touchdown, Washington. And that one will give him the lead.
And it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His second receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Use the play fake, now to throw. Trying to make magic on the scramble. There he goes. Big pickup on that one. They'll mark him out at the 40.
And it's just a pick-your-poison thing for this defense. They decide to play man-to-man. Really good coverage in the back end, taking away the pass. But then what happened? The quarterback sees it. Not only does he see it, everybody trailing their guy, so much space for him. He takes off and makes the huge run for this offense.
He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the first down. Good, solid pickup on that play. And the Wildcats in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Moves away as he feels pressure. Firing to the right, complete. They'll finally put the brakes on him at the 3. A big throw, catch and run on that one.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws. They're just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern. He didn't see anyone open. Said, no problem. I'll take care of it myself.
Yeah, I've been there before. Been there, done that. Not my first rodeo. I've been in this kind of situation. Down by the goal line, I'm getting outside, and I'm taking it in myself.
Let's see what he can do with the return. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. You can feel the momentum starting to swing in this stadium. It's 1st and 10. He's got the tight end. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Pulls it in. It's Manuel. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Yeah, nice job on the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down. They punted away on 4th down. cradles it at the 35. Working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stopped. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Took the last drive in for a touchdown. They'll try to do it again on this one. He's going to take off. Oh, he's got some space. They finally corral him, but he turns that into a big gain and a first down. The Wildcats just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Under fire. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have a chance to be complete.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you can tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
You can feel and hear the purple rain all the way across Lake Washington. Third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. He'll throw it. Complete with conviction on the crosser. He'll come through on third downs. He's got enough, and they'll mark it at the 23. The Wildcats have this offense rolling. Wants to keep it in the air. Rush is on him. Rush coming in high, and they got him at the 29.
And the defense is finally able to find an answer for this quarterback's legs. He's been killing them early in the game, already over 40 yards rushing. Here we are now, though, in the second half, and it looks like they've made a few adjustments. That time, they were able to get in the backfield, get to him, and bring him to the ground.
And he's just proving it time and time again, man. He has that feel. He obviously has the ability to pick up and put him down and go get first downs, but I think the timing of when to scramble and when not to scramble, he's really got that figured out, and you can tell it's going to be a big part of the game.
He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. Now it's second and goal. Got his man in the middle. That completion has them right on the doorstep. They'll mark it at the 1.
Nice job by the defense, forcing the third and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Turning to the running game here on third and goal. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Northwestern!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. From the gun, the running back looking for room. He stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success. They had a chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. They got nothing on the last play at 2nd and 10. He'll do it himself. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time.
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
The name of the game is protecting your quarterback. He can't have success or complete passes on his back. Let's get the quick passing game going, maybe hand the football off. But whatever we're doing, let's go the opposite direction.
Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. Down in the fourth quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He hurls one deep down the left side. It's incomplete, and they desperately needed to keep that drive going, and they couldn't make the connection.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. And because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with an L.
The snap sets up the throw. Caught in the backfield, it's Burns. Touchdown, Wildcats! And they take it in for 6 more points. They give themselves a little more cushion as they try to reel off their 4th straight win. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
To the air on first down. Here's the shuffle pass. It's complete. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. And now on second down for this offense. Wants to go up top. And they get to the quarterback and knock him down back at the 16.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the fourth quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
Catch in the middle. It's Manuel. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. They'll go back to the ground. Oh, the sweet spin, and he's free. Turning it on. That is just a gargantuan play as he has it all the way down to the 12. The entire complexion of this possession changed on that one play. Now they've got it 1st and 10 inside the 20. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. They'll mark him down at the 2. The excellent execution on that throw and catch. Going to work in the red zone. They can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Quarterback on the keeper. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Washington wants to go quickly. In the gun, looking to throw on third down. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Huskies. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down in the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time. This is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they try to go onside kick, but better job by the hands team falling on the football.
Wide receiver going in motion. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Working that wide receiver screen. Trying to hit him with a quick game on first down, and nothing doing there. And the Wildcats have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. In the gun and looking to throw on third down. Zings it complete to the right. Working their way closer and closer. A third down conversion, and they've got it at the 26. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. That last sack got them behind the sticks. It's 2nd and long here.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
Can you even imagine trying to operate in the midst of this purple rain on 3rd down? He's looking downfield to throw. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, and they've got it 1st and goal. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it, and it's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ball game, you need those stops, and you get it.
Gets it into the end zone, but wait a minute. We'll have to check out the laundry on the field.
Offside, defense.
Maybe a momentary scare for that offense when they saw the flag. It's on the defense, declined, and the touchdown stands. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the 4th. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. He'll bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. The Huskies have it back, trying to make this defense bow down to Washington. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
And he just overshot his man and threw it out of bounds, incomplete.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
He's going to let it go. Snatches it on the right. He's loose. Touchdown, Husky. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot in catching it. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Change this route. Looking downfield on first down. Fires it down the seam. And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. The chunk plays that they love, and he takes it all the way down to the 10.
No mystery on that play. With the lead, we are going to run the ball. You know it's coming, and we are running right at you, right into the teeth of the defense, and they're still able to get a nice gain.
He worked his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. They can pick up a yard here on second down. That might put this one in the books. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And, man, that is a great tackle. And your safeties have to be great tacklers, especially nowadays with all these quarterbacks that want to run. These good athletes like this guy right here, nice job being in space, getting him to the ground. That is a tough ask.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Wildcats. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. That score looks as if this one might have put it a little too far out of reach.
Yeah, this game's pretty much over. That was just the icing on the cake. But, you know, speaking of cake, I'm kind of hungry. Can we get out of here? Can we finish this game so I can go get something to eat?
And he's going to try to return this one. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. His drive will open from the 15. Wants to throw on first down. And he is snowed under. Sacked at the 7. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Wants to fire on second down. They knock him down in the end zone. That'll be a safety and put an exclamation point on this one. And they'll set up for the free kick from their own 20. Creates a little space.
The return is tackled down at the 37, and the Northwestern offense will take over.
The Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, David.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
Quarterback making adjustments. Looking to throw on first down. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Taking it the other way. He's at the 10. Touchdown, Washington. The defense putting points on the board.
See the defense still fighting hard this late in the game. Great job jumping the route, catching it, takes it back for a touchdown. Not too much time to celebrate, though. You're still trailing in this game. Still got some work to do, but no doubt that play is going to give this defense